Good evening, everybody, and welcome back again to our dining series here at Main Course. We really appreciate everybody's involvement. This has been, so far, the largest participation we've had so far. So I thank everybody, one and all, for joining us. Why we picked San Sebastian? Well, number one, it was supposed to be my vacation last year. COVID ruined that. So I still had all my research done on what restaurants and foods I wanted to go experience. So in lieu of that, I'm bringing it to you tonight. To me, San Sebastian is an area where both France and Spain meet, the Basque region. It's really, really steeped in a lot of good culinary spirit, and we find it really intriguing. So hopefully you will have that same experience. What we started off with tonight is, the first course is what we call our tapas course. Tapas, what we're hoping you'll do is, you'll break into Hogan's really, really, really great drink, cocktail, while you're eating the tapas. In the tapas, we did a very, very classic stuffed piquillo pepper. We would take salted cod, and you whip it up with fresh garlic and olive oil, so it has like a very airy texture, and then you pipe it inside the relleno. Shishito peppers, which are my favorite. It's got a little bit of molten salt on it. We pan fried it. It's a crapshoot if you got a spicy one or not. The other item is the cheese that we have here, which is a sheep's cheese that has been lightly smoked. It pairs a very, very goaty or sheepy kind of a flavor with a little bit of a cutting of the smoke. The Macrona almonds, to me, are a delicacy of Spain. Where you go across Spain, that is something that you can kind of consume. It's a great thing to have while you're having Hogan's cocktail. The pinchos, excuse me very much for saying it the wrong way. What we did here tonight was we took squid, we grilled it, we marinated it, and it's served with a paella rice, which is infused with squid ink. The squid ink does not have a real harsh flavor profile, but it has a really, really, really good color. A word to the wise is, don't let it touch anything that you favor because it will stain. It's pretty rough. The other thing is we have different kinds of croquetas. Croquetas is a very classic Spanish dish, not necessarily for the Basque region, but it's also a very tapasy kind of a format. What we did tonight was we took fresh mussels, we smoked them, we made them to the mix, we did spinach and we did mushrooms. So you have three different kind of varieties that's first served with an aioli. The next course that comes up is roasted hake. Hake is a very, very fish that's predominant in the Basque region. How do you take hake, which is a very simple fish, and make it seem elegant and taste really good? We paired it with fresh poached oysters, and what we did was the Bill sauce is you're taking the natural flavors that you poached or oven roasted the fish with, and you emulsify it with parsley and garlic and then just olive oil. So when you go to reheat this, and we'll go through that a little bit later, I would not heat the sauce up more than room temperature. And the hake is a very, very, very delicate fish. So when you go try to heat it up again, the same thing here also, I would heat it in the microwave for 30 seconds in my container and then transfer it to your plate. The third course is vadula, which is a classic Basque stew. It's got very large geante beans. With if you're a non-vegetarian, it has really, really good Spanish chorizo, and then it's got braised pork belly with a lamb meatball. It's got a little bit of saffron in there. It's got a little spinach in there. It's got a lot of garlic in there. It's all about the flavor that you can pair it with. The only thing I didn't talk about with the hake was, with it comes a pan tomat. Normally with pan tomat, you would serve it with raw tomatoes and raw garlic. We roasted tomatoes and we caramelized the garlic, so it's a little bit easier for you guys to consume. But the idea is you take the tomatoes, you take the garlic, and you smear it onto the bread that we gave to you. And with that and the hake and the sauce, it's really quite a wonderful dish. The last thing that we have for you tonight is the tart. To me, it's a cross between a creme brulee, a cheesecake. It's just really, really light. The dulce leche is extremely flavorful, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to let Hogan now explain the wines and the cocktails, and then we'll come back and kind of do the plating presentations for you guys. Thank you again very, very much.